Hello, my name is Straub. I'm a data analyst at Treasury 4, and I'm going to show you how to set up cash flow forecasting in under 5 minutes. So right now I'm looking at my weekly forecasts tab, which is for the process of entering in the forecasted amounts, so more of like operations-wise, making sure of all of your cash flows and their categories have the appropriate forecasted amounts in them. The next page is the summary one, which I'll get to, but that's more for like the consolidated viewing of how your total position looks going forward on a quarterly, fiscal quarter and monthly basis. So right now I want to put in all my forecasted amounts, and to begin, I'd like to start using our machine learning models. So if I just go to all the cash flow types, which are separated by inflow and outflow, I'm going to just go here and apply machine learning to everything, except for one, which would be accounts payable. I would like to forecast that manually, because I would like to forecast that by the subtypes. So I'm going to save that. Once that's saved, I'm going to close out and update the forecasts here. So this is going to start the process of storing those results in a table so that it can make the report super fast, and I can actually analyze the results and kind of do some scenario planning here. Next thing I'll do from that is, once this is populated, we'll see all of those forecasted transactions here in blue, and then in accounts payable, that is going to have these subtypes here, and I'm going to just manually input those forecasted amounts. So I'll wait for that to complete. All right, so those are all updated, and then now I'm going to look at this right here. So for the week of August 8th, I'm going to enter in a forecasted amount for this. Last time it was about $80,000, so perfect. Save that. Close out of that, and then do that again over here. So this one is going to be 100,000. For this one, then for the domestic wire payment, do that, enter forecast. I don't remember what that number was, but say it's this much. Okay, so now I'm going to press update forecast again. And when that's completed, we'll see those values show up here. And then from there, I'm going to take a look at the summary and see how that rolls up from a quarterly and monthly basis. All right, those numbers are inputted there. So you can see that in the subtotals. And here for August 15th. All right, perfect. So how does that affect my balances going forward? It looks like those numbers are kind of in line with what it's been in the past. So I'm inclined to think that that's correct for the sake of the demo. So then from here, I'd like to go look at it again, but back into the more consolidated view from the monthly and quarterly financials. So look at that, and we can even roll this up if we wanted to just look at it at the fiscal quarter level. Okay, perfect. Looks like it makes sense. The next thing that I'd like to do is I'll look into more of like the analysis of how these machine learning models performed in the past, and I would want to look into like on a monthly basis. What was the forecast? What did it forecast? What was the actual? What was the forecast actual? The variance in terms of absolute value, and then the percentages. really just to find out like where can I focus my efforts on improving my forecast? Where should I trust the machine learning, and where should I adjust it given the manual entries? Because I can really do both. Or if I think that I can forecast it at the subtype level, the model can support that as well. So next is just a different view of just the same view, but really just in more of like a table level. But we've got customers that enjoy this view as well. So next is more like the visuals, but just more from like a kind of do some of the analysis for you. So here I'm looking at like where are my forecasts, where have the variances been the highest? Where do I really need to spend my time? So in this case, I'm looking at investments, and it looks like I've got intra-company. Investments might be an easy one because I would want to probably look at getting Clearwater integrated, which we support, and then I can layer in the Clearwater forecast table, which would be a different model that I could select and then bring that in, because that's going to be a guarantee in many cases. Yeah, so I could look here. We got investments, equity, intercompany bank fees, but this is the one that I'm looking at because this is like the actual on a month-by-month basis. Where did I miss the most? So that's where I'm going to spend most of my time, is getting the Clearwater integrated and setting that up so that I can incorporate that into my cash flow forecast report.